Hello friends, the present film will be a generally excellent zombie film. I know you like zombie films definitely, yet what to do now, friends, there are great zombie motion pictures. It has not made do, got it with extraordinary trouble, and I want to believe that you will like it. So we should begin. Toward the start of the film, we are shown a scene of a shelter from inside which a man named Max shouting is coming. Friends, assuming we discuss Max, that unfortunate person has been hijacked by certain reprobates and has brought him here and kept him hostage. Presently, for what reason was he seized and who did it, we will get to know later in the film. In any case, numerous months have passed since he was lying in the fortification. Yet, till now nobody has come to take Maximize, so unfortunate Max has been detained in this shelter throughout the previous a while. He is getting by on the food things inside the shelter. Presently it involves one day. Friends, while living in such a shelter, Max hears the sound of somebody from outside who is attempting to open the entryway of the shelter. Hearing this, Maximum's condition deteriorates from the start, and he likewise feels that somebody is coming to kill him. I keep thinking about whether these individuals are the ones who have kept me detained for such countless months, yet friends, amazingly, the person who has emerged from the fortification simply opens the door of the dugout and disappears from that point, and presently like us, Max too shocked that companion, who is this extremely bizarre individual who opened the entryway and took off? Indeed, I have opportunity, I ought to think of it as better to leave. So friends, Maximize happens to the dugout with incredible wariness, yet outside he doesn't see anybody. Presently, after such countless months, Max is exceptionally glad to emerge from the dugout. He should be cheerful, however he is likewise shocked in light of the fact that he sees no person in the whole city. Every one of the roads and neighborhoods are unfilled, there is blood all over. Blood. Max fails to really see how it happened that the whole city is vacant, so he goes inside a house and registers to check whether he could track down somebody, yet friends, there is nobody there by the same token. The state of the house has become this way. Maybe nobody has been hanging around for a really long time. Max searches for food and beverages there, yet he tracks down nothing, so he hydrates. Furthermore, happens with his work. Yet, when he takes a gander at the street, he is stunned to see his face. He gets frightened in light of the fact that because of not trimming his hair and facial hair after such countless days, he looks something like a phantom, so he promptly trims his facial hair and afterward his hair with the scissors kept there. Really, at that time he figures out how to go into somebody's home. Friends, he right away conceals under the bed, and he sees that a young lady has come there who is taking off from somebody to save her life, and the individual from whom she is taking off is none other than a zombie. Max ends the existence of the unfortunate young lady on the spot. The ground sneaks by his feet as he thinks about what is this? What has occurred on the planet? He quickly runs out of the house where there is just a heap of dead bodies along these lines. Zombie infection had spread nearby, and because of this everyone individuals transformed into zombies. This is the justification for why Max sees the whole region vacant and just dead bodies are there. Presently Max runs over a police headquarters in which nobody is available, so Max attempts to call his home from the telephone kept there. In any case, friends, the telephone is harmed. Then, at that point, a zombie comes there and assaults Max straightforwardly, so he is fortunate. A young lady named Maria arrives at there, who closes the round of that zombie by shooting a bolt. Presently two additional friends of Maria likewise come there, whose names are David and Jeffrey. There are additionally zombies behind them, so they promptly begin shutting the door so the zombies don't come inside the police headquarters and kill them. Max is totally confounded as to what has befallen these people. For what reason would they say they are behaving this way? Then, at that point, Maria lets him know that there is an unexpected flood of zombies in the city. The infection spread, because of which individuals transformed into zombies. You too should avoid them. In the event that they mess with you, it won't require investment for you to turn into a zombie. A couple of months prior, when the zombie infection began spreading here, everybody was quickly conveyed of this area. We had gone so every one of the individuals would go to the city and shift since the infection has not spread there. Then the police officers were taking individuals from here by framing little gatherings. However, our gathering was gone after by zombies, and to that end we stayed stuck here. There were a sum of 17 individuals in our gathering, yet presently as it were 3 are left. Then, friends, Jeffrey's condition deteriorates on the grounds that he too got impacted. He puts a blade on Maria and says, "Kindly don't kill me, I am not impacted, yet like Maria." Somehow he liberates himself, and David assaults Jeffrey and kills him. Friends, after which they give Jeffrey's body to the zombies. The zombies together make him their food. Making the most of this open door, Maria and the others promptly take off from that point. Presently pushing forward, friends, the zombies are after them once more, so David conceals Max and Maria in a house and removes them from that point to divert the zombies. He pushes forward and tracks down a vehicle. David sits inside that vehicle and takes off from that point. Friends, here in the house where Maria and Max are, there is now a person named James in the house, and he goes after Max and makes him oblivious. After some time, when Max's eyes open, he hears Maria shouting. He races to her. James is changing the socks on Maria's feet and isn't doing anything more, yet Max feels that James is getting out of hand with Maria. For that reason, he isn't doing anything more to her. Max straightforwardly goes after James, but when he comes to know the reality, he needs to apologize. After this, Max himself rectifies the socks on Maria's feet since he was a clinical understudy, and his dad is likewise a specialist. David is additionally there. He brings the vehicle, after which every one of the individuals leaves from that point for the city since there was a guide to arrive at the city in the vehicle. Then, while pushing forward, they see a house. David says that they ought to look for this house. Friends, he goes inside the house with James, considering discovering some food things inside, and they track down a ton of food things inside the house, which everybody is exceptionally glad to get. However, at that point the proprietor of the house is there. Tom shows up, which exacerbates James since he is remaining there with a firearm. Maria and Max get stressed as he doesn't return for quite a while, so the two of them attempt to go inside the house. They decide, but the principal entryway is shut. Friends, really James and David had climbed the wall inside, so Max upholds Maria and first moves her to the opposite side of the wall. In any case, when he is going to head inside, Tom arrives at there and straightforwardly assaults Maria. Seeing this, Max conceals there. Max figures out that all individuals are caught inside, but their baggage and the vehicle are still outside, so Max moreover believes, why not take everything? Be that as it may, friends, then, at that point, he believes, no, they had saved me from zombies, I can't do this to them. So he secretly climbs the wall and heads inside, where he is tied inside a room by his friends. He tries to make it seem that he is attempting to free them by breaking the lock of the entryway. However, when he sees Tom coming, he stows away. Then his eyes fall on Tom's hand, friends, which has a cut blemish on it, implying that Tom is certainly impacted. Max remembers that the individual with this imprint had detained him in the shelter around then. The person was wearing a cover, so Max couldn't remember him, but from this imprint, it is affirmed that Tom is the one who abducted him. Then, friends, Max sees a young lady running from that point. There was a female zombie lying behind her. Even Max doesn't know what to do. If he goes to save the youngster, Tom will kill him, but without thinking further, Max goes to save the youngster. However, when he tries to kill the zombie, the young lady cries and says, "Don't kill her. She is my mom." Then, friends, Tom also comes there and assaults Max, taking him hostage. As Tom is leaving, he says to Max, "I know you are the one who hijacked me, but tell me one thing, why did you do this?" Tom says, "You should ask your dad about that. He will answer it well." Saying this, Tom leaves. Now we discover that Tom, along with another companion, had kidnapped Max to demand ransom from his dad. But when they were about to receive the money, the zombie infection had spread, and everyone had to focus on saving their lives. The ransom sent by Max's dad never reached Tom, and Tom never returned to Max again to release him. That is why Max was stuck in the shelter for so long. Now, friends, around evening, the young lady Max had saved from her zombie mother comes and liberates Max and the others. As a matter of fact, that young lady is Tom's daughter. Friends, Tom lives here with his wife and daughter, who have become zombies. He doesn't dare to kill his wife, so he keeps her hostage so that she doesn't transform him or his daughter into zombies. After getting free, everyone tries to take off from there. But friends, Max gets hold of Tom's daughter and threatens Tom, saying, "Give me your weapon, or I will murder your daughter." Tom gets terrified and gives his weapon to Max. Max, moreover, focuses the firearm at Tom and says, "Explain to me, why did you capture me?" Then, Tom reveals, "My better half was sick, and a huge load of cash was required for the operation. I advised your dad to begin the operation, and I promised to give all the money as quickly as possible. However, your dad refused to do the operation, so I had to take drastic measures to show your dad that one shouldn't exploit the weakness of others. I also demanded money from your dad so I could get my wife treated with that money, But before this could happen, the zombie infection spread, and my significant other also became a victim of this. During the chaos of escaping, I forgot that I had kept you detained inside the fortification, but later, when I realized that I had made a mistake by imprisoning you, it was I who freed you from the dugout. Forgive me for that day. I made a huge mistake. Friends, after hearing this, Max flies into a rage but still doesn't harm Tom. Instead, he leaves with his friends. As they continue their journey, their vehicle suddenly stops. A swarm of zombies approaches. Some are crushed under the vehicle, while others attempt to attack Max and the others. There is an intense and horrifying battle between them and the zombies, but they manage to defeat the zombies together. However, the vehicle stops responding and refuses to start again. James says, "I'll try to start it. All of you push from behind." The friends, unaware of James' plan, push the vehicle, which starts moving. But as soon as it starts, James takes off in the vehicle, leaving the others behind. He wants to secure the food, supplies, and the map inside the vehicle to reach the city. In his panic, James speeds away, but luck is not on his side. A short distance later, his vehicle crashes badly. He had been speeding out of fear, not realizing the entire road ahead was jammed with stopped vehicles, where people had abandoned their cars due to their fear of zombies. The story shifts back to Max and the others, who now have no clear way to reach the city, as the vehicle was their only hope. Then, friends, zombies appear and completely surround them. But at that moment, Tom reappears, like a hero, arriving in his own vehicle. He rescues Max and the others, having realized that he had done wrong by imprisoning them earlier. Tom, however, had also been affected by a zombie bite. While distributing flashlights and food supplies, he tells them, "You need to head toward the hill visible in the distance. There's a cave there. If you enter it, you'll reach the city directly. I was bitten by a zombie, and my daughter could be in danger by staying with me. Please take my daughter with you, it's all I ask." Hearing this, friends, everyone feels deeply saddened by what had happened to Tom. Before Tom fully turns into a zombie, they take his daughter and leave with her. The unfortunate girl cries as she watches her father transform into a zombie. Simultaneously, friends, Tom too. Tom cries a lot. He regrets deeply after seeing his daughter leaving. This is a very emotional scene. Friends, here everyone stops at one place to rest during the night, and in the morning, they begin heading towards the cave. However, they soon realize that Tom's daughter is no longer with them. They start searching for her everywhere, and then Max spots Tom's daughter. Unfortunately, Tom had turned into a zombie by then, and as a zombie, he no longer recognized his daughter. That's why Max shoots Tom. Tom's daughter starts crying for her father. Meanwhile, Maria is attacked by zombies, but David saves her. However, he realizes that a zombie had bitten his hand. Knowing the infection will spread, David urges Maria to leave so she doesn't get infected as well. She doesn't want to leave, but she must. In the meantime, zombies also approach Max's friends, so he takes Tom's daughter and runs towards the mountain. Upon reaching it, he sees neither Maria nor David and assumes they have already entered the cave. Max heads inside, hoping to reach the city and save himself. However, his luck runs out as many zombies are waiting inside the cave. Max finds himself in a dire situation when his leg gets stuck in a rock while running, and the zombies quickly close in. Fortunately, he manages to free his leg and escape, but no matter where he goes, the zombies follow. Tom's daughter hides in a small space, managing to save herself, but Max is trapped by the zombies. Luckily, David arrives just in time to save Max. Since a zombie had bitten him, David had cut off his infected hand to prevent the virus from spreading, saving himself from becoming a zombie. David informs Max that Maria is also inside the cave and that he has found a way out. A small lake nearby can lead them to the city. But just as they plan to escape, zombies arrive once again. In a selfless act, David sacrifices himself to save Max, pushing him to flee. Despite his bravery, David isn't as lucky as before, and the zombies kill him. Max, with great difficulty, crosses the lake and finds the exit of the cave. He runs towards it with joy, thinking that he and the others will be saved. However, when he emerges and sees the city, he finds it completely deserted. The city has also been overrun by zombies. Friends, after all his hard work, Max realizes there's no hope for survival. He knows that if he enters the city, the zombies will kill him, and if he stays in the cave, the zombies there will also finish him off. Tears flow from Max's eyes as he feels everything is over. With this tragic ending, the film concludes. This film is now available here, friends. If you liked the video, if you liked the story, and if you enjoyed the explanation, please like it. Subscribe to the feed, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you for watching.